Here's what people are doing wrong with regard to fertilizers and feeding in cannabis. It's a huge, huge sector of the industry. And people are focused on like what newts I'm going to give my plants and how often I'm going to feed. And they've got the most scientific programs in the world built around, feeding cannabis so that it's watered, 17 times a day with like tiny micro injections of this and that and the other thing. And we had to change the pH of our water because we are in this, we are the children of bureaucracy. And therefore, we apply our mindset of we must control everything to biology. But guess what? That's not how the world works. A plant wants to grow and it needs soil, sun, air, and water. That's what I used to teach first graders when I was a gardening teacher back, 20 years ago. So you have comparable or better results in field systems at way larger scale than these highly technological greenhouse and indoor systems that can fail at the drop of a pin. One factor goes out of balance in an indoor system where you're essentially trying to mimic the world and the whole system can fall apart. And the same thing is true to a lesser extent in a greenhouse system, but in the outdoors, you have the buffer of the plants and animals, the birds and the bees, So people are just hyperbolically focused on what to feed the plant. But you put a seed in the soil that you've amended, that you've used cover crop that is respirating carbon, that is biologically healthy and active. If you put a seed in that soil and you give it regular fertilizer or put some compost in there, you're gonna get great weed. You're gonna get any plant is going to grow well in that system. And you can do it. Then you can just times it by 1,000. You can do 1,000 acres like that. People we've just got this mindset of just, all right, we have to control everything in these micro little indoor grow rooms. And people are like, look, I moved the arm this way so I could get a little bit more light on this branch. And then I got like 5 more grams over here. And you got to do it. I see it on LinkedIn all the time. And just this hyperbolic focus on, high, very small scale and highly technological, expensive production systems. Well, when we clear that hump of legalization, and you've got those Midwestern farmers and these career successful farmers just blowing up a couple thousand acres of weed and harvesting mechanically, forget it. We're going to have another big dump in this industry. There was already a huge dump and a lot of legacy growers got knocked out. And you have consolidation and centralization, vertical and horizontal integration in any industry, especially one this new with this much investment and this much money in it. But the path of industrial agriculture is into the field and at a big scale and removing people from it and just mechanizing. And it'll happen to cannabis too. I don't like it. I happen to think that that's not what the world needs, is more mechanization and more industrialization. But that's the world, that's the country, that's the world we live in right now. So so quit focusing on what nutrient company or what micronutrient blend, and just get with where this plant and this industry is going.